this video you'll learn where and how to touch a woman to increase her attraction and arousal towards you. This knowledge will also help you avoid the disappointing situation where you have a date with a woman but she loses interest afterward because she didn't feel any spark. This video will be divided into two parts. In the first part, we'll go over where and how to touch a woman at the start of a date when you're somewhere public, like a cafe or outside, to help lead things toward that first kiss. In the second part, we'll discuss how to touch a woman when you're alone with her, maybe at home, maybe in a car, and it will help you build her arousal to a point where she genuinely wants to have sex with you. First, it's essential to understand that women have specific areas on their bodies where certain touches can feel especially pleasurable. We'll go over these zones and how to touch them to make her feel comfortable, excited, and gradually more aroused. From my own experience, I can tell you there are spots where all women enjoy being touched. These include the neck, the back of the head, the palms, and the forearms. These areas are packed with nerve endings, making touch highly pleasant. You can even try it on your own. Just massage your head gently, with both hands, pressing a little bit, and see how good it feels. Of course, you're not going to immediately start touching her neck, her hair, or wrists. That would be too soon. To reach that level of touch, you need to build trust and emotional connection with her, starting with more casual touches. Many men struggle with how to establish trust and emotional connection with a woman. This begins with how and what you talk about with her. In fact, you can build enough trust and emotional connection in just about the first 30 minutes of the date to make her feel as though she's known you forever. How do you communicate in a way that makes her feel the trust and connection on the first date? That's a big topic on its own, but I cover it in great detail on my Telegram channel, where I explain how to talk to a woman on a date to help her feel relaxed and open to becoming closer to you sexually. You'll find the link to my Telegram channel with helpful posts in the video description and the first pinned comment to this video. And if you're not on Telegram yet, it's a good time to get it. A lot of your friends are probably already on there, and you'll gain access to tons of great tips for meeting, attracting, and building relationships with women. So the first goal is to build trust and emotional connection with her. How do you know when you've reached that stage and can start touching her? Here are some signs to look out for. First, at the beginning of the date, she was keeping a bit of distance, but now she's walking much closer to you. Second, she holds eye contact with you longer than she did at the start of the date, and she's smiling a lot. Third, she's eagerly sharing stories about herself and giving detailed responses to your questions. Fourth, she's listening intently when you talk and appears genuinely emotionally engaged with what you're saying. If you notice at least two of these signs, that means that emotional connection is starting to grow and you can begin introducing some gentle touches. If you don't often see these signs on dates, the issue may be in how or what you're talking about with women. Be sure to check out my Telegram channel. You can find the link below this video. And try communicating with women the way I outline in my posts. The first type of touch you should begin with is a light touch on her forearm and upper arm. You can do this when she says something funny and you start laughing, or when you want to draw her attention to something. This helps her get used to your touch, making it feel natural and comfortable. Next, you'll want to start interacting with the wrists and palms. The easiest way to do this is if you're sitting with her at a cafe. Look at her hands. What stands out about them? Maybe she has a nice manicure, a beautiful ring or bracelet. Or perhaps her fingers are long and elegant. Or maybe her skin tone is attractive. You might say, wow, your manicure is so cute, really soft and pretty. Then you take your hand in yours, examining her nails, and gently stroke her palm. You could add, your hand is soft, I like it. You'll notice signs of arousal like a slight blush, shallow breathing, or dilated pupils. Sometimes a woman might pull her hand away when you hold it or let you hold it for a while and then pull back. From my experience, there's no need to worry if this happens. It might just mean that the emotional connection and trust between you haven't fully developed yet, or she feels a bit shy. Either way, it's nothing to stress over. Just take a step back and focus on building that emotional connection and trust that's needed. Once that's established, she'll react to your touch very differently, I can guarantee it. Alright, let's say everything went well. You took her hand, complimented her manicure, stroked her hand, and she responded positively. After this, spend another 5-10 minutes talking to strengthen your emotional connection with her, and then move to the next erogenous zone, her neck. This is pretty easy, especially if she's wearing perfume. Act as though you've caught a whiff of her scent. Gently move her hair to the side with your hand, but be careful not to grab her hair. Leaning close and say, you smell amazing. After that, you can give her neck a gentle kiss and watch how she responds. If she stays relaxed and receptive, you can give her neck a few more kisses, then move to her cheek and finally to her lips. This natural progression can lead you to the first kiss on the first date, but even if she pulls back, that's okay. Just take a step back, spend more time building emotional connection and trust, and then try again later. The key is not to start apologizing or feeling insecure, as that can be a turn off and ruin the moment. To reduce the chances of her pulling back, focus on building emotional connection and also incorporate some flirtation into your conversation. When you see that she's responding positively to your flirting, there's a good chance she'll also respond well to your touches and even to kissing. I go into flirting techniques in detail on my Telegram channel as well. Just read all the posts tagged flirting and use these methods on dates. Alright, so you've done everything we discussed and you've kissed her. Congratulations! Now the goal is to arouse her even more so she wants you more and more, eventually leading to a moment where you're either at your place or in your car and you both enjoy a satisfying sexual experience. To do this, build on the kissing stage and make sure she's enjoying it. Start touching her neck and the back of her head. You can run your fingers through her hair, gently massaging this area. During the kiss, you can even focus on her ears, kissing her earlobes and lightly breathing into her ear. When you see she's becoming more aroused, you could softly trace her earlobe with your tongue, if you're ready for that, because it often gives goosebumps. You'll notice her responding more passionately to your touch, relaxing, parting her lips, and blushing slightly, showing she's enjoying it. When you see this, you can suggest taking a drive or invite her to your place. I'll probably make a separate video on how to invite a woman to your place, as there are some details to that. For now, I'll just say that to maximize the chances of her agreeing, invite her under a pretense. If you simply invite her over without a reason, or even worse, suggesting sex, she'll likely decline. Not necessarily because she doesn't want to, but because women have it ingrained that they shouldn't appear easy. So always invite her over with a casual reason. Once you're at home, there are two main approaches for moving things forward sexually. You can continue kissing her and start gently touching her stomach and chest. At first, touch her over the top, then move under her shirt. Your touches should be gentle but firm enough not to tickle her, as the goal is to make her feel good and arouse her. Another approach is to offer her a massage. She'll become accustomed to your touch, making it easier for her to take her shirt off. Suggest you take it off for a better massage and have her lie on her stomach. You can even unhook her bra if you feel comfortable. Start with the neck and slowly work your way down her back. When you reach her mid-back, begin moving towards the sides, as the side of her torso is one of the most sensitive areas. Gently caress her sides, apply just enough pressure to avoid tickling. Remember that the goal here is to arouse her, not to make her laugh. Afterward, you can add kisses, beginning at the top of her back and gradually moving downward with your lips or even with your tongue. This will increase her arousal further and you'll see that she is ready. She might even turn around, start kissing you and beginning undressing you. Another touch that really drives women wild is caressing the inner thighs. This teasing approach can be incredibly arousing, building her excitement and emotional response toward you. When you're undressing her, if she's just in her underwear or even fully naked, start gently stroking her inner thighs, stopping just short of her most intimate areas. This touch will build her anticipation as you avoid directly touching her most sensitive spots. Light caresses along her inner thighs will show her how much you're arousing her, deepening her desire and excitement. Women love this kind of teasing. It engages their emotions and makes them feel an intense pull toward you. They'll often respond passionately, and both of you will enjoy a deeply satisfying experience together. Remember to incorporate this teasing touch on the thighs because it works wonders. Now, if at any point you notice her hesitating, whether before a kiss or at home, stay confident. This hesitation might just mean she's still warming up, needs to trust you a bit more, or worries about coming across as too easy. The best thing you can do is maintain a relaxed attitude, continue building emotional connection and trust, and try again later. If she resists moving forward at a later stage, for instance when you start removing her panties or touching her thighs, simply step back to whatever touch she's comfortable with. Spend a little longer at that stage to further build her arousal before you try advancing again. And one last piece of advice. There are a few key mistakes men often make when interacting with women, from the first meeting to the first date, kissing, and finally to sex. These mistakes can cause a woman's attraction to fade completely. Soon I'll release a video covering these mistakes so you can avoid them and keep your chances strong with the women you connect with, leading to a great relationship and amazing sexual chemistry. If the video is already out, it will appear right here. If not, stay tuned, it's coming soon on the channel. That's it for today. See you in upcoming videos and on my Telegram channel. Take care.